Good morning, student. See, in the last class I solved question number 9, and today I shall solve question number 10. And if you follow this question is a bit different than the other questions. Okay, so now today I shall teach you the technique how to solve these types of questions. Okay, see here question number 10 is what? Give an example of a relation which is symmetric but neither reflexive, nor transitive, but symmetric. Question is but symmetric. So all the questions I shall solve one by one. Okay, so see, remember, whenever you will create examples, you have to depend upon the definition. Okay, so see, if you follow all the definitions of reflexivity, symmetry and transitivity, first of all there is a set. So whenever you will create an example, you consider a set by yourself. Clear? Whenever you will create an example from your side, you have to consider a set, whether you are giving the example of a reflexive relation, or you are giving the example of a symmetric relations, or you are giving the example of a transitive relation. So let A equal to this one. So I have considered a set 1, 2, 3. Okay, so first part is finished. Next, we shall create the relation depending upon this example. Clear? So see, let A equal to this one and R equal to. What is R? You read the question. It should be neither reflexive nor transitive, but it should be symmetric relations. Okay, so see, what is the definition of reflexivity? Definition of reflexivity is the doublet of all the elements of the set A are in R. So that means if you consider, suppose if you consider 1, 1, it is not a reflexive relations. Why? Because the first element is what? 1. What is the doublet of 1? 1, 1, it is here. But 2, 2 is not there. I told you that whenever you are creating an example, doublet of all the elements of the set A should be there. Here doublet of 1 is there, but 2, 2 is not there. Okay. Next, 1, 2. I am writing 2, 3. I am writing 2, 3. Now see, these relations are, first of all the elements, it should be taken from the set A cross A. All the elements should be taken from the set A cross A. You cannot take the elements from the other set. Okay, so let us come to the point. It should not be reflexive. 1, what is the doublet of 1? 1, 1, it is here. 2, what is the doublet of 2, 2, 2, it is not in here. That means it is not reflexive. So I have made neither reflexive nor transitive. Not transitive means what? What is the definition of transitive? If we take two pairs and how to consider the pairs, second element of the first pair, first element of the second pair should be same. So here second element of the first pair, first element of the second pair is same. If we cancel this 2, 2, what will be left? 1, 3 is not here, so it is not transitive. But according to the question, it should be symmetric. Let us see whether it is symmetric or not. 1, 1. Opposite of 1, 1 is how much? 1, 1 is here. 1, 2. What is the opposite of 1, 2? 2, 1. It is not here. That means it is not symmetric also. So let us make it symmetric. Let us put 2, 1. 2, 3. It opposite of 2, 3 is 3, 2. It is not here. So let us write this 3, 2. So this relation, you see, it is not reflexive, it is not symmetric, it is not transitive, but it is a symmetric relation. Okay, here R is symmetric but neither, here R is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. Okay, so first question is finished. In this way you can create an example. I am taking some more examples so that you are more comfortable. It is same, give an example, give an example. Okay, now I am solving question number 2. What is question number 2 is, you see, question number 2 is, it should be transitive but neither reflexive nor symmetric. Okay, number 2, transitive but neither reflexive nor transitive. So let us write down the solutions. Okay, now we have to create an example such that the relation is what? Relation is transitive but it should not be reflexive and it should not be, the relation should be transitive but neither reflexive nor symmetric. It is not symmetric. Symmetric. Okay, so let us take, I told you that whenever you will create an example, first of all there should be a set. So let A equal to 1, 2, 3. You see, it should be transitive but neither reflexive nor symmetric. So let A equal to this one, R equal to 1, 1, 2, 2. Next, 1, 1, 2, 2. Two, 3. Then 2, 3, then 3, 1, 3, 1. One, 2 and 1, 3. So I am taking this example now. You see here. First of all, what is the question? Give an example of a relation which is transitive but neither reflexive nor symmetric. Okay. See here, it should not be reflexive. Let us verify whether it is reflexive or not. 1. What is the doublet of 1? 1, 1. It is here. 2. What is the doublet of 2, 2? 2, 2. It is here. 3. What is the doublet of 3, 3? What is the doublet of 3? 3, 3. It is not here. That means it is not reflexive. So this condition is satisfied. Not reflexive is done. Next, it is not symmetric. What is the opposite pair of 1, 1? Opposite pair of 1, 1 is 1, 1. It is here. 2, 2. Opposite pair of 2, 2 is 2, 2. It is also here. What is the opposite pair of 2, 3? 3, 2. It is not here. So if it does not satisfy, if only one element does not satisfy the condition of definitions, then it will not be a symmetric relation. So here this one is satisfied, this one is satisfied, third one is not satisfied. So as a whole it is not symmetric relations. So this relation is not symmetric. Let us verify whether this is a transitive relation or not. You see, you shall consider the elements according to the definition. What is the definition? Definition is, if we consider two elements, such that second element of the first pair and first element of the second pair is same. Okay, then we have to cancel the common elements and the remaining elements must be there in R. So if you see, if we consider these two elements 1, 2 and 2, 3. What is 1, 2 and 2, 3? 2 to cancel. So what is left? 1, 3 is left. It is here? Yes, it is here. So not only for this element, if similar type of elements also exist, so it should be satisfied for those elements also. Okay. So see, next let us search whether these types of elements are existing here or not. If we consider this 3, 1 and 1, 3, 1, 1 is cancelled. So what is that? 3, 3. So see, 3, 1 and 1, 3, if we cancel this 1, 1, 3, 3 is not here. So this is not a transitive relation also. So that means our example is wrong. So in this way you have to justify the answers. In this way you have to justify the answers. Okay. But now if we put 3, 3 here again, what is that? It will be a reflexive relation, but according to the question it should not be a reflexive relation. So what should be our target now? Let us try to eliminate one of the elements. Okay, let us try to eliminate one of the elements. Let us in place of 2, 2, let us have 3, 3. It will be now it is a transitive relation. It is not reflexive also because 2, 2 is absent, so it is not reflexive. Okay, so if you are creating a rogue example also, you can make the corrections. So directly you don't say that it is reflexive, it is not symmetric, it is transitive, like that. After writing the relations, you try to justify the answers. Okay, otherwise you cannot learn, because learning is more important. Okay, so the next questions you try to solve by yourself, and after writing the relations you try to justify the answers. Okay, so today I am not giving you some more sums. I am told you because your syllabus, almost the first book is finished, only the second book is left. So that's why we are not teaching a lot in a day. Thank you.